to my channel. This is Dorita Betty. Today we are going to have a theme which is a moral lessons, all brotherly love. Before even God judges you, people will judge you. Whatever we do, there are so many people outside who are viewing us clearly just to see one thing you don't do, and they will start blaming you. Hey, we are all living in a society which is so mixed up with Christians, pagans, and all that you get. And you find that there is something someone can do. Let's say you are Christian, and everyone will be like, even a Christian? You know, they start judging you there and then. What are we supposed to do as Christians? I'm going to start with verse 2. And this one reads like, do not forget to entertain strangers, for by so doing, some have unwittingly entertained angels. I can give you an example from Genesis chapter 18, verse 2. You can go and read there. It talks about Abraham welcoming angels who brought the confirmation message. You remember God visited Abraham in Genesis chapter 18. Verse 2 specifically talks about God visiting him, and then the three angels appeared to him. You remember what he did? People who read the Bible. He went and called Sarah. He told her to go and prepare the meat they had, or they had to slaughter a cow, and they made also some flour. They gave these people. He even told them to wait and first he gave them water to clean their feet. If he didn't do that, he would have missed on the confirmation which was brought. He would have missed on the promise which God had promised him to do. He would have missed even on the confession he did, or on the plea he did to God to set the people free who are believing in God, who were in Sodom and Gomorrah, where God was heading to destroy the city because of the things they were doing. So many times God can send you someone, let's say at your house, however much maybe they are made, or you brought a servant for you, or your sister, or anyone. But when those people have a reason behind why God is sending them in your place. Let's say I can give an example. Maybe you're in a place and you're the Christian there. The people you're staying with are non-Christians. They welcomed you in. For them, they didn't know. Maybe, perhaps they don't even know you're a Christian. The prayers you're going to make, they are going to make a change in their lives, in their home, and everything. So it's the same thing. If you be a person who welcomes people, you will get so many things. I'm not promising you that just welcome people now you're going to get everything. No. But like, what if you don't welcome those people and then you miss out on something from God? Or there is even a lesson you're going to learn just from that person you get. There are so many things we learn from each other. So you might not welcome that person, but maybe they were going to do something good for you, or they were going to help you learn. It might be changing about your behaviors and all that. And Genesis chapter 14, verse 17-24, it talks about Abraham meeting Melchizedek. This was when Abraham had not yet become Abraham. By that time, he was still called Abraham before God changed his name. And we see that during this time is the time he made Melchizedek. He gave him strength to believe that, okay, what I've all along been believing in, it's there. Because when God sends him on to go to the promised land, to start on the journey to go to the promised land, they went through a lot of things. Remember, they traveled on a long journey. They lost even some animals. Maybe even, who knows, some people died from there. If you followed that story of Abraham, like his journey as he was leaving from his father's place. And when he meets Melchizedek, and Melchizedek is talking about the same God he serves, you know, it gave him hope. So someone might come in at your place, but when they have some good news for you, or they are going to maybe strengthen you, you might find that this time God has sent someone who believes in the same faith as you. And only that, because you will learn many things from this person. As you see in the New Testament, how Philip was sent to meet the centurion, and because for him he knew a lot of uh, scriptures, he knew about God. He helped him to learn more. He helped to explain the scriptures to him in the book he was reading. That was the book of Isaiah, and it helped him to learn. He ended up accepting to be baptized. So you see, he received sin. He received Jesus in his life. He received peace. Always welcome people, be it foreigners, welcome them. I've seen so many videos. I've seen people also with my own eyes who are racists, you know. I don't always want to talk about this topic, but I'm just bringing it, you know. All people are the same, and only that person you're going to come, however much they are not from your tribe, they are not from your culture, they are not from your race, they are from a different country. As long as you've treated them well, you have done something good, and it will make God happy too. Verse 3 is talking about remembering the prisoners, and it says, remember the prisoners as if chained with them, those who are mistreated, since you yourselves are in the body also. We are in the body. Yes, most of us, we do serve in so many places. I won't say that all of us were given the same gift, because we are different, you get. But if you have gotten a chance and you have what you can give to the prisoners, please do. If it means praying for them, please pray. If it means going there and you preach so that they change and also come back to God, do that. Remember, it's not that everyone who even goes to the prison that they have all committed crimes. Others are taken because of preaching the word. I told you in my previous video that there are countries where even the gospel is not allowed. Like, if you do that, it's a crime. You're committing a crime to talk about Jesus. So think about such people. Pray for them. You know, go and visit them. If you have something to give, go and give them. You get. You have anything, let's say it's food, if they allow, and you've talked to the administrators and they're okay with it, do that. Because you're in a body also, you know. If it was happening to you, you would feel pain also. And if people were visiting you also and you were in a prison, you would feel good. And you never know, it might even set them free, because you're showing them care, you're showing them love, you know, you're visiting them, you're praying for them, you're praying with them, you're not like segregating them, you know. It can make someone change, because that is action of love. It might not only be about the prisoners. If you have people who are homeless in your place or in your surrounding or community, if you have people who are orphans, if you have people who are widows, you know, if you have old people, you can still do the same service to them. Because if you were an orphan, just put yourself in their shoes. If you feel like, I wouldn't feel good, I would love people to also visit me, people to take care of me, people to love me, people to provide for me, those ones who have. So do the same to those people. You find someone is on the street, maybe they don't have what to put on, they don't have what to cover themselves with at night. Provide if you have. I'm not saying that you put yourself on tension, but if you have, give. If you don't have, pray to God to provide to you so that you can also provide to those people. Then verse 4 talks about marriage is honorable among all, and the bed undefiled. But fornicators and adulterers God will judge. Marriage is honorable. Even God honors married people. And their bed should never be defiled. A marriage bed should always be undefiled. It has to be used by the two people God has joined together. So, since my theme is still talking about the brotherly love, the moment you're going to commit adultery, I don't know, because of maybe you quarreled, you had some misunderstandings, and you're like, now let me do this to get back to the other. Remember, God tells us he's the one to do what? He's the one to avenge, not us to revenge to others. So maybe you'll do that out of anger, and you're like, let me avenge, now I'm going to go and commit adultery. You already, that is immoral, you get. It's not brotherly love. You're affecting the other person, you're affecting the other half, because you two people became one the day you swore that you will be together till death separates you people. And it goes ahead and it says that fornicators also God will judge them. I know it's hard. Sometimes people are like, I just found myself doing this. I just found myself fornicating. Yes, it's hard. But we have the strongest God among all. We don't have any other strong God than our God we serve, Yahweh. And the Holy Spirit He gave us, He told us every time to ask for strength from Him. He left us with a helper. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you out. Ask Him to give you strength so that you can finish. Sex is not food. Even food, you can go 7 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 12 days minus getting food. And I've not seen people dying because that they've not gotten food. Leave alone people who suffer because of famine. But you've gone on a fast and you're like you're going to die because you've decided spiritually that I'm going to fast. I want to seek God. The same way you did that, you can also say, you know what, God, I'm just making myself pure for you, and I'll do it for you. You ask for the Holy Spirit to help you. Yes, it's hard, but you can do it with the help of God. So fornication is bad. You're doing that, the person you're fornicating with, you're tying them soulfully, and not only that, you're affecting them, because at the end of the day, you find that maybe that is not even the person you're going to marry, and you've already stained them. So not only them, but even you. Verse 5, it talks about, it says, let your conduct be without covetousness. If you don't understand the word covetousness, it means someone who is greedy, someone who has a strong desire for especially material possessions, and still is a person who has desire for another's possession. You might be having what you have, but you feel like it's not enough. You still want more. Here, they are condemning it. They are telling you, let your conduct be without covetousness. Be content with such things as you have. For He Himself said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? Nothing. He will not do anything to you, because God is the provider. God is the protector. He's everything. And He promises here that He will never leave us nor forsake us. You don't have anything, ask Him. But don't be so greedy. So many things have been taken by greed for money, material stuff, and you find that we've even forgotten the reason as to why we are here. We've forgotten our purpose. Just a reminder, our purpose on earth is to serve the living God. Like the way the angels do. They tell us, the Holy Book tells us that the angels are praising God 24/7. All the time they are saying, holy, 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 holy. If the angels are doing that, how about you? The one who is mortal. What are you doing? Are you serving God fully? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Like what you were created for? So, I know we are not perfect, but we can try. If there is somewhere you've gone astray, please go back. These are a few verses. You can also go back and read them, meditate about them, and use them, fix them in your daily life. They tell you like whatever you're supposed to do. If you're covetous, it means you end up doing even bad things to other people. It can even lead to killing or murder. And remember, it's also condemned. It can lead to theft. It's also condemned. It can lead to pride. It can lead to so many evil things. Just be satisfied with whatever you have, What God has given you, He knows it's enough. Thank you so much for listening to me. And in case you're a new person on my channel, this is your first time to watch my videos, please don't forget to leave a subscription and click on the notification bell. And also don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Shalom.